Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Purdy looking to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down, and it's Pollard again. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Bears at 9-6 now. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's Pollard again, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Shotgun now with Purdy. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
They run it here with Oliver. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Go. Now Purdy. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give here to Pollard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help. by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He's got it complete to Perkins. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 5. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
Purdy now to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fixed that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Purdy off the play fake. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perkins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bears 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Purdy. Slant pass, Pollard brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Purdy looking to throw. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20, Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to release. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
Down to about the 45.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Minnesota,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Boy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the